What's up, guys and gals? It is I, once again, Yusuf Al-Sanad, and welcome, guys and gals, to the second episode of Reacting to Horror, a series in which I basically, as the title suggests, react to horror videos on YouTube by YouTubers whose content are very, horror-centric, especially having to do with either real life or the paranormal. One in particular is Leonore Clay, otherwise known as the Darkest Secret, and the Darkest Secret, the darkest of secrets which only she can share with us. Today, guys and gals, one secret which she had shared is quite something and quite unreal and so interesting as well. But this woman, guys and gals, I love her so damn much, and unlike most horror YouTubers, Ms. Clay is the least fake and someone who yours truly views as being genuine and so sincere, and someone who respects her audiences or viewers, unlike Chills and Sir Spooks among other YouTubers like them in this community, a horror community of YouTubers who talk about horror-centric stuff. This video, once again, is so good and so interesting and is titled The Terrifying Footage of Franco Villegas. I cannot pronounce his name sometimes, but you will hear it from herself. But his video, guys and gals, a two-part video series on Franco's discovery of the paranormal in his apartment, is so fucking insane. I've seen it once, but now, guys and gals, will be the second time, and how appropriate considering that this right here is the second episode in this series. And without further ado, guys and gals, let's watch the terrifying footage of Franco Villegas, shall we?
Allow me to turn to your creativity. Imagine for a moment what you would do if overnight you began to witness paranormal situations in your home. Shadows, movements, small things that you know very well, little by little, move away from normality. If you are brave, maybe at first you would ignore it. Then, I bet you would record the phenomena to show them to your friends. Most likely later, looking for help, you would upload them on social networks to see if someone manages to find a solution. Well, exactly. This last step is the one that Franco Villegas is living. Franco Villegas is a young Chilean who not long ago opened his TikTok account. He was thinking of uploading happy and funny videos, like the ones we are used to seeing on this application. However, this boy's life had a radical 180-degree turn. When at home, he began to experience strange situations that gradually began to rise in intensity, reaching such a point that he currently claims to be losing control of his home. I ask you to prepare yourself, because what you are about to see in this video is one of those incredible stories that usually appear only once a year. My name is Leonore Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present the terrifying footage of Franco Villegas. Many say that life is full of risks and unexpected surprises, and as such, one must assume them as they come, trying to adapt as much as possible to the new reality. But how could one adapt to the disconcerting change that Franco's life has undergone? A young man who had in mind a life project that he was just beginning to build, but who has been truncated by what he defines a sinister presence that has decided to stay in his home. On April 21st, Franco uploaded his first video referring to what was happening. He tells us that he has installed security cameras in his home because he had been starting to experience inexplicable things in his room. As common in this type of situation, the first to notice were his pets. As a good animal lover, Franco has many of them, a dog and several cats that on repeated occasions have alerted him that something is wrong. However, it was not until April 25th that clues that something strange was happening in the house began to be observed more frequently. This video was taken that same night. Franco explains that until now he has not been able to understand why the strange stain crosses the image. He does not know what to attribute it to. However, we have compiled these types of things and have concluded that these are insects very close to the camera. However, Franco at this point has already begun to add many other manifestations and assures that what was seen that night was not normal.
No shit. Paranormal activity in real life. Oh yeah. No Katie though. No. Something else.
If I had received only this video, I would have discarded it immediately. It is easy to tie something to one end and just pull it. However, the preceding situations become increasingly inexplicable. Situations that overshadow any previous record and make us think about the true possibility that this boy is being the victim of a paranormal attack. His closest relatives and thousands of followers that his channel already had were not extremely surprised by this mysterious figure of a woman who lets herself be seen in front of the camera.
That is some scary shit, man. Scary shit.
Speculations about the veracity of these footages began to generate debate among internet users. While some were convinced that they saw them, the most skeptical concentrated on trying to find some sign that would demonstrate possible manipulation of these videos. However, it was in the midst of this controversial context that Franco would update his account once again, uploading a few records that proved his distressing situation was already affecting him in a major way. Pay attention.
¡Ah, conche! ¡Ey! ¡Ey! Ah, no, güey. ¡Ah, conchito! ¡Deja de wearme, conche tu... Ah, conche.
What the fuck?
No.
As you can see, Franco, instead of hiding or escaping from a situation, he tends to confront it with insults. In Chile, there is an ancient belief that the spirits walk away by offending them, saying all kinds of profanities. And apparently, that's what Franco is trying to do here. It seems to be his only tactic, the only thing that gives him courage to keep putting up with these things. His last update dates from a week ago, where we can see Franco doing a kind of ritual, Apparently, something advised by his own followers. Something that apparently has a completely opposite result to what he expected.
Estoy solo acá del baño. Bueno, me dijeron que he traído una vela y un espejo y iba a poder hablar con ella. Amiga, por favor, te pido que me dejes sola. Te lo pido, por favor. ¡Ah, conchetumare!
Por favor, te pido que me dejes solo. Te lo pido, por favor.
Surprise, bitch. Surprise. Provoke the fucking demon, it becomes stronger.
Now whatever it is that is approaching him is getting closer to his room.
Like I said, don't provoke it. Ignore it. Yeah, it's hard, but still. Oh my god,
Hola.
There. Hola. Oh yeah. Oh. Hola, cabron. Yeah, cabron. Hola. Fast. Really fast. What the fuck? Oh, run, dudes. Run. Oh, he's smart. He listened to me.
Franco clarifies that what you have seen represents only a small part of the things that he and his pets have witnessed, ensuring that he has even tried to find help from knowledgeable people in these topics. So far, his efforts have been unsuccessful, or at least, that is what is reflected from the videos that he has uploaded on his TikTok account. Do you believe in his story? Could you set up something like that? Let's believe for a moment that this situation is real.
Ain't got shit.
What would you do?
On this? No.
On TikTok, he goes by the name of @El Franco Andres B. Follow him so that we are aware of how his situation evolves. I hope you like this video, because we have come to an end.
Not yet. Not yet. Part 2, baby. Now.
His experiences had reached this point when I began to prepare his story. The records that I bring you tonight correspond to the continuation of those you saw, and were far from improving. The situation seems to fall into a dark hole, a hole from which he cannot escape.
A deep one.
Observe.
Deep, deep.
Otra vez se está moviendo. Oh, me había asustado. Otra vez se está moviendo.
Wait.
Oh, me había asustado.
Salvation?
If I were in that situation where weeks have passed and the being doesn't seem to be hostile, I would raise the possibility that perhaps it is a being that needs help. Considering the previous records and these new ones, it seems that it was trying by all means to have an interaction with Franco. The movement of the broom, the dust that bears similarities with a record that we have seen in a previous video, and that according to the believers in the paranormal subject, it is the most common expression of contact. All this added to the presence of the entire body of that sinister entity at the bottom of the stairs. A presence that Franco apparently did not notice at the time. It indicates to us that far from being hostile, this ghost needs to communicate some kind of message. In the previous records, the most striking words were said supposedly by this entity. Save me can be clearly heard. Save it from what? Is it a soul that seeks to ascend to the afterlife? Questions that we can clearly ask ourselves. But if we were in Franco's position, would we have such a cool head as to make an analysis of this type? Clearly not, since the only thing anyone would want in this position is for these torments to go away once and for all. In the next record, at least Franco is no longer alone. His mother went to visit him. However, despite that, the manifestations do not seem to end. Observe.
Se escucha un ruido. ¡Mamá!
Sí, tranquilo.
¿Mamá, escuchaste?
Pues sí, pero no bajes. No bajes, vente para acá.
Noise and the request of his mother to not go down to the first floor makes us realize that their situation is becoming more and more chaotic. Without going any further, look at what he posted later.
Delante me despertó porque se empezó a mover esta wea super virgen.
I wonder.
Ay, weón.
Who's your friend, Kitty?
Desperate and following the advice of his own followers, he went to church, and despite confessing that he was not a believer, he took a last option. He took a priest to purify his house. In a video, he says that the priest scattered holy water throughout the house, assuring him that from now on, the condition would calm down. Something that did happen for a while. However, it was only a small relief in the middle of the storm, since after a few days, this record was uploaded.
Súper fuerte. Y me paré, prendí la luz y no había. Pero parece que no hay en toda la casa porque se fue también acá y pareciera como que está quemada. Parece que volvió.
A troll. She's a troll. Oh yeah.
The fact that the water turns on by itself is strange enough. Franco did not realize a manifestation was registered completely by accident.
La luz y no había. Pero parece que no hay en toda la casa porque. No hay en toda la casa porque.
No hay en toda la casa porque. No hay en toda la casa porque.
How can this be possible? For a fraction of a second, you can see that something is hiding behind the curtain. However, when opened, there is absolutely nothing. How could something like this be manipulated? Some followers realized this fact, which left Franco absolutely surprised. In spite of everything, this young man decides to persist in his attempt to get out of this situation, and following the advice of his followers. This time, he used a balloon to supposedly know what type of entity it corresponds to. This is what happened.
Balloon, eh?
Voy a seguir este consejo que me dijeron con el pavo, así que vamos a ver. Vamos a alejar un poquito. Vamos a tirarnos acá nomás para ver si sucede algo. Ah, no te creo. No te creo.
Do you agree with his followers that this balloon does not have emotionless behavior? According to them, it seems to have an intelligent behavior. Consider that it is not a helium balloon. It was not tied to a thread. Or you would see it going through the camouflage. How do you explain this?
How else? Supernatural, the paranormal.
Se escucha mucho ruido en el primer piso. Estoy viendo la escalera y no hay nadie. Ah, continúa.
See, cabron.
As the days go by, it seems that that entity is presenting a more threatening position with him. The sounds are getting louder. Footsteps are felt on the stairs. But as Franco shows, there is no one there. However, the worst of all happens at the end. Since that entity that originally asked to be saved now clearly indicates that he should leave. Listen again.
Otra vez se está moviendo. Se escucha mucho ruido en el primer piso. Estoy viendo la escalera y no hay nadie. Ah, continúa.
Did you notice what was accidentally captured here? It happened so fast that it is practically imperceptible. In fact, if it weren't for his followers, he would have never found out. Look again with the indications that I added to the video. Did you notice that there seems to be a person sitting on the bed, dressed in the same way as how the spirit first appeared? After observing all this and adding the records that we had already seen in a previous video, could we assure that this is just the product of a hoax? Don't forget that in many of these records, they seem to capture things by accident.
No está esperando. Se encendió sobre la ducha y me vine acá al baño a ver si captó el ruido. Les muestro todo el baño, por supuesto, porque se me ha cuestionado harto de que si yo estoy solo y no hay nadie. Ah, no.
I am here, bitch.
Do not forget that in some of the records, even his mom appears. Could someone involve his own mother in all of this? What would he gain from that? As I told you in a previous video, just put yourself in Franco's place for just a few seconds and tell me how you would have reacted. Think about it. If you were Franco, would you have acted differently? Just imagine the level of stress he has due to this adverse circumstance that obviously escapes all normality. A case that from what we have seen until now is far from over. What will happen in the future? Without a doubt, I will continue to monitor this incredible situation. I hope you like this video because we have come
Franco Villegas. I pity you, amigo. I pity him. I do, guys and gals, but that's the end of The Darkest Secret and her video, Ms. Clay's video, and of course the second episode right here. But damn, that was quite something. Oh yeah, guys and gals, I mean, I've rarely been creeped out by something like this, but damn, paranormal activity ain't got shit on this. No, guys and gals. This was so awesome though. So awesome and so interesting. And thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please like, comment, subscribe if you wish. And don't worry, The Darkest Secret, we'll be seeing more of her. Ms. Clay's videos, that is. Damn right, guys and gals, we will. But thank you all for watching once again. And as always, peace out, take care. Adios, amigos, au revoir, and sayonara.